This show is not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift. 911, what's your emergency?
Whoever has my sister's cat, please return it. The cat has been missing for 2 days. Please give Mr. Bean back to Chloe, my sister. She wants her cat back. Please give it to her. Please and thank you.
Right over on the corn palace, and there's this guy just hitting people left and right.
Yeah, blue shirt, we're at.
He's hit like 3 people already. And he's hitting more, and he's hurting people's wrists, and right out front, like right in front, directly in front, on the crosswalk.
They're awkward and weird. What? Cha-cha-cheetah. Free-wheel bicycle.
Oh man, welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast, the only three-wheel bicycle podcast. Dude, that was kind of loud. Let me turn this mic down. How we doing? Welcome. If it is your first time, if you are a long-time listener, welcome back. What did you guys think of that intro? Added a little spice on there. I thought it was pretty cool. I think I'm going to leave it like that. How's everybody doing? Hopefully good, great, grand, wherever you are listening. Couple things I got here on the lineup. I got a couple different stories, actually, some disappearances in here, the wonderful state of Wyoming. Also, I have some people that are vanishing in Japan. A really interesting Ninja Turtle theory that I found. If you're around the same age as me, I'm sure you are probably a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. This one will kind of blow you away a little bit, so be prepared for that. Things that don't exist anymore. And I got a really good Facebook question that I asked and got quite a few responses. So I want to thank you, everyone that commented on that. I'm going to go through those answers and questions a little bit later on in the show. Also, another thing I wanted to, first and foremost, get it up out of the way. Not that it's a bad thing. Today, it was pretty cool right after I got off work. Got home. Got to give a huge shout out to my man, Jason. He's up there in Canada.
What the f***?
Ooh, I forgot I changed that one.
What the f***?
There, that's what it should be. It's supposed to be cheering. Anyway, I mixed it up. But anyway, thank you. He drew up this thing, and it was really cool. So I want to thank you for that. All the way from Canada, which is pretty cool. I'm actually looking at the package right now. It's sitting on the desk. The desk is kind of in shambles a little bit. But it's really cool. Their Canada post. It's like a stamp on the envelope here. It's actually, there's a cow on there, which is pretty damn cool. I don't know. Outside of a vulture, I'd say the cow is probably one of my favorites. Favorite animal, just because farming background, of course. Very, very cool. But thank you once again for that. Oh, excuse me. I got these burps. I don't know if you guys have tried this. I've said it probably before, but these Calypsos. I've tried a different one. Ocean Blue Lemonade. I've been really hooked on, and I think I might have talked about this before, but if I do, I apologize. Bear with me. But these ones, I tried it with these Gas Boys. It's a blueberry lemonade gummy, 50 milligrams nano, Delta 9. Of course, you got to be 21 to consume this product. But, yeah, if you throw them in here, it makes the lemonade, taste a little bit better. And, to be quite honest with you, it's been helping out with my hip, too. So, call it what you want it. It's been helping me, so that's all that matters to you. Oh, yeah, me.
What the
That's right. Anyway, so yeah, speaking of like packaging stuff, so I believe what I'm going to do, because I've been getting quite a bit of new traffic on the Facebook page, which is really cool. Oh, this is nice. Then I don't have to sit there and puff on. Anyway, so I think what I'm going to do, we've been getting a lot of traffic on the Facebook page. And I did see, I wanted to say thank you to Steven. He had messaged the Facebook page, and they're looking for indie podcasts to, get featured on his platform. So that's really cool. So hopefully getting linked up with that. But yeah, anyway, sorry, a little bit of a scrambled brain. This was just kind of a spur of the moment thing via Jason. I do have some other things, obviously. Anyway, yeah, the package thing. So Facebook, stick with me, ride with me here. So I think what I'm going to do, it won't start till next month, since we still are in January. I think what I'm going to do in each episode, I'll probably like do a word or something. I haven't figured this out yet, but I have done contests before on the show, giveaways and stuff. And I think what I'll do is I'll just do like a little painting, but it'll have, some kind of word or something. And then maybe I'll make a post on the Facebook just to see if you actually listen to the show. That's kind of the whole, I need to get everything together here. You know what I mean? So yeah, just, be on the lookout for that. Obviously continue to listen to the show. I'll get something going. We're going to make the show a lot more funner. But yeah. So let's see. Speaking of the end of January, I'm going to throw out you some interesting facts about January. January is named after Janus, the Roman god with two faces, one looking back at the past year and one looking forward. Pretty fitting for fresh starts. It's also National Hot Tea Month. Basically, the universe admitting January is cold and miserable. Man, it's been pretty miserable. It's been cold. I would not say miserable compared to some other places. I did see that there was other places in the United States that were the caution because of exploding trees, which is kind of interesting because what was it? A few years ago, it was -30 something here, and there was no trees that exploded. But who knows? I mean, obviously the temperatures are a little bit different there, so. Or in those places, so I would assume they're they experience more warm weather, and then all of a sudden shocking with the cold would cause it to do that. I don't know, but I'm not a scientist or a biologist. More people quit their jobs in January than almost any other month. New year, new chaos. On January 16th, 1920, Prohibition officially begun in the U.S., accidentally creating one of the biggest black markets in history. The coldest temperature ever recorded in the U.S. was in January, -80 in Prospect Creek, Alaska, 19 $71. That's a holy moly donut shop. That's a lot. Cold. That's a lot of cold. It's pretty cold. Anyway, oh yeah, back up to January. January's almost over. January's not really I hate January. I can't say that. I like January. It's pretty decent. It's decent. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, yep. I already did that. I got notes and stuff. My desk is kind of scattered out a little bit. Due to just lots of stuff going on. If you are interested, I'm only doing a limited run of these hoodies. If you would like to, well, I guess if you go down, scroll down to where the show notes are, there's a link. If you click on that, if you go on either Facebook or, one of them, it'll be a picture of the hoodie. So what I'm going to be doing is a lot of the paintings that I've done, I'm going to be actually having them printed on hoodies. So you'll be able to wear it. I've done clothing and previously nothing like this. Of course, I've done a lot of the, I did Shoot Whiskey Not Meth shirts years ago. Those were really, really big seller. I don't really know why I didn't keep going with that, but I think, another thing with those too, it's like you end up giving away more than what you sell, unfortunately. But yeah, back to the messy desk. I've been, getting some of those out. They look really cool. And, to be quite honest with you, I do understand that you can, go on the Shopify or whatever, you know what I mean? The print on demand thing, you know what I mean? And they take care of it. Hey, super cool. Respect it. I kind of like just doing it this way. I feel that it's more authentic. And that I'm the one that actually pressed it too. And, to be honest with you, I could, like I said, I could do it that way. I just don't really prefer to do it that way. My grandpa, years and years ago, he took pride in just pretty much doing whatever himself. I remember years ago, Grandma would always talk about when they first got that farmhouse. Grandpa went to town. Mind you, this plot, South Dakota. I'm sure it was quite smaller than when I was there, and it was 1,300 people. I'm pretty sure it was a lot smaller. But no, he went to town, looked to see how much cabinets would be for the kitchen, and ended up driving home and said, screw this, I'm just going to build them myself. And I've always, kept that mentality where I'm just going to, do it all myself, essentially. So that's where all that comes from, I guess. So back to the moral of the story, that's why I prefer to do everything, I guess. I don't know. I'm losing my train of thought here. But yeah, they're all one of a kind, of course. I got, 15. 15 I'll be able to get rid of. I've already gotten rid of, 6 of them. And they are going pretty fast. I will be doing other, designs, I guess you could say, on there as well. Throughout, and I'll be doing t-shirts and stuff like that too. So just keep an eye out. Of course, if you'd like a one-of-a-kind Vanderheiden design hoodie, t-shirt, whatever, just keep an eye out. You know what I mean? I'm going to make everything limited because I think that's a little more, I don't even know what the hell the word for it is. Intimate? That sounds like weird. I was just like earlier today at work, exotic. What do you call the different Red Bulls from other countries? Yeah, call them exotic. Sounds weird, but anywho, speaking of work, Well, and obviously, like I was talking about those Gas Boy gummies and other ones too, head on down to any Forbidden Leaf. There is 4 different locations here in Casper, Wyoming. Obviously, you have to be 21 and proper identification to pick them up, but highly recommend them. Definitely go there. There's all kinds of stuff. We got glass. We have THCA flower, disposables, wax, all that good stuff. Even some really cool glass. The other place we're just gonna go down the line with the shout outs. How about we do that? Of course, Jason, the one that sent me that wonderful package, go check his podcast out. Broken Wing Nuts, and he has another one, Back Road Friends. Also, definitely go check out the Middle of the Road podcast. My buddy with Coach Casey. Man, I'm kind of getting not to be a fan of people texting when I'm doing this, because then I lose my train of thought. Coach Casey, Middle of the Road podcast. Jed Coburness, Off the Cuff. Cody Skokestead. Definitely go check that out. This other one that I was recently on, definitely check theirs out. They do a live one. They're out of Michigan. Prisoner to Painter. Really cool. Definitely can, just type these in, and they will pop up. Let's see, what other podcast do I got off the top of my head? In the Zone Traffic Controllers. Boom. They're all the way over there in Australia. I appreciate you. Dang it, did I say Room Green Productions? I think I did. I don't remember. I got some of these jotted down, like here, there, everywhere. Definitely go check out Two Bowls Tattoo. They're in Mills, Wyoming. All the artists are amazing. Well, I was going to say all of them have done work on me, but that would be a lie. Ooh. Heck yeah. I think that's one of the coolest things is when okay. And we're back. We're back, you're back, I'm back, we're all back. Apologize. Yeah, there was a noise in the background. Didn't want to could have kept recording, but I have a feeling you would have shut it off because it was kind of annoying a little bit in the background. Oh, hold on a sec. Let me grab my drink. All right. So, okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really remember what I was all talking about, but that's okay. So let's see here. There was a couple other things I wanted to throw out there. As far as shout-outs goes, if you were in or around Casper, and you need, like your private home cleaned, janitorial services, handyman, property maintenance, carpet cleaning, floors strip waxed, demolition, or junk hauls, hit up Around the Edges. They do free estimates. Also, if you're looking for some drywall or texture, painting contractor, flooring, finish casing, baseboard trim, countertops, cabinetry, them fellows at JNC Interiors has you. Go ahead and check them out on Facebook if you're looking for any of that good stuff. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get into just a couple things, and then I'll get into these stories and then get out of here so that way I can get this out for y'all tomorrow. It's like 9 o'clock right now, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Actually, hold on. Before I get into... Oh, I'll get into this wrestling thing. Some of y'all are pro wrestling fans, maybe. Yes or no, but hey, it is what it is. I am, so I'm going to go ahead and share it, and I'm sure that some of y'all might like it too, or find it interesting. Man, that's good. The NWO. Do you remember that? Of course you do. So interesting fact that I had found this morning. In the summer of 1996, a young Disney artist was given 1 hour to design a logo. She wasn't a wrestling fan and didn't even know what NWO stood for. But what she created, became the most iconic symbol in wrestling history. She was never credited, never paid. This was a story WCW never told. I mean, anyway, you can... Does it surprise anybody? I mean, the more and more that comes out of them is just garbage. You know what I mean? Garbage. Everybody's getting screwed and not in a good way. Well, maybe it's okay. Anyway, here's an interesting fact. Did you know that the snow in the Wizard of Oz is pure asbestos? Asbestos. That sounded fucking weird. Here's an interesting fact. On average, 30 people in the U.S. die every year from elevator-related incidences. Ooh, you don't really see these very much anymore. Brass doorknobs. Brass is self-sterilizing. Ooh, that's a holodynamic effect. I don't know how you say that. But it kills bacteria in hours, which is why it is used in public buildings. I don't even think that they really use those anymore. I could be wrong, but I haven't seen one since. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. Here's some things that are just no longer, I guess, highly debatable in some of these. Owning a large movie collection. I'm pretty sure that there's still quite a few people that still own, great movie collections. Speaking of movies, I haven't gave them a shout out in a while. Real Nerds Podcast was on their podcast a couple of years ago. They're out of Denver, Colorado. And that's what they do. They talk about movies and all that good stuff. NFTs are no longer big. Who would have called that one? Who would have called that one? I don't know. I could be wrong, but it was pretty good idea, good concept. Hopefully people got paid from it. 128 megabytes MP3 players on BlackBerry devices. I did see something the other day where they were talking about bringing Blackberries back, but who knows if that's true or not. The 1 gigabyte portable thumb drive. This is pretty interesting. I don't think that it's for real, though. United Kingdom Snack Attack. This is coming from their Facebook. Pearl. These are limited edition Pearl Pringles. That's kind of interesting. Oh. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Sorry about that. Son of a gun. Anyway, Pearl Pringles looks kind of crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call BS on that, but whatever. This was pretty interesting, gross. I don't know why anyone would do this, but these is one of those reaction type things from a pharmacist. This person took like a cake, like a cake that you bake. Well, obviously bake cake. Anyway, punched holes in it, and they took NyQuil, poured it all over it. And then the pharmacist said, obviously, you could get a gnarly heart attack from that, which is really bad. There's another Facebook page that's pretty funny. Hot dogs half off. Really funny. Go check them out if you ever get a chance. Let's see. AI chews up and spits out art made by other people, said Graham Gragner, the University of Alaska Fairbanks student who was arrested for eating AI-generated art displayed in a university gallery, an act he called both protest and performance art. Huh. That's pretty funny. You're more likely to be bit by a New Yorker than a shark. That's pretty interesting. A lot of these, I'm taking these off of explaining off of Instagram. Pretty interesting. Clint Eastwood, the man who defined the cowboy image for millions, is actually allergic to horses. Huh. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Let's see. Then here is this. Okay. The beginning of the show, I was talking about the quote unquote theory of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And obviously this is coming off of the internet. You can believe it, you cannot believe it. It's all for entertainment purposes. I find it kind of interesting. Do I believe it? Nah, I don't. I don't even know anymore because who knows. But anyway, and I like digging into some of this stuff just because it's, shit when I grew up when I was a kid. But anyway, so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, according to this, you were never meant to know this dark truth behind the Mutant Ninja Turtles. Your childhood heroes show hides a sick secret. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles isn't just fun. It was a coded message from the elites, reptiles living underground, pizza obsession, a reporter controlling the story. They buried forbidden truth in a kid's cartoon. Turtles are reptiles, cold-blooded, just like the shape-shifting reptile elites, say rule from hidden bases. The brothers live in secret sewers, deep underground tunnels. Leaked military maps show real dumbs. Deep underground military bases. Match the show's layout exactly. Creators admitted inspiration from forbidden ancient texts about lizard people. The dots connected too perfect to ignore. Their favorite food? Pizza. Online leaks prove pizza is a lead code for child trafficking emails, symbols, parties. They stuff their faces, with every episode laughing while feeding on pizza. Shocking evidence. Comic drafts cut scenes of turtles at pizza parties with masked guests. It's not hunger. It's a ritual hint right in your face. April O'Neil, a news reporter, is their only link to the world above. She spins stories, hides the turtles, and controls what humans see. Just like mainstream media covers for reptilian overlords, forbidden creator notes leaked. April was modeled after real elite handlers who fed lies to the masses. She wears yellow, the color of deception. The control is staring at you. Shredder fights the turtles. He's the real hero, trying to expose them. The show paints him as a villain. So you root for the reptiles. Buried scripts show early versions where Shredder wins and reveals the underground empire. They changed it to brainwash kids. This cartoon programmed you to love your hidden rulers. And you have to break free from it. It was all designed for mass control. But the truth has to finally be exposed, allowing thousands to finally break free. That's where our hidden book comes in, laying out the path to freedom. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting little take on the turtles there. You can take it however you want. Sorry, that little gas boy was hitting in there a little bit. I was reading faster than, yeah. But I did remember too. I got to give another podcast shout out to Cletus Ray's Roadside Service. Definitely go check him out. Kamikaze Kid, he was just in Florida. Really cool. Got himself lit on fire there in Florida. I bet that was fun. Nice warm area over there. Let's see, what else do we got here? This was kind of interesting. You guys ever heard of Gary Mulder? He was a comedian back in the day. He originally got his start. So he went out on stage and, well, I seen this documentary. Obviously, I can't remember if I just said that. If I did, I apologize anyway. He's originally from South Dakota, which is really cool because I'm from South Dakota. It's my home state. Love it. Great place. But yeah, he originally went out on stage just to sing cover songs and, well, tried to. Couldn't sing them. Forgot the words. So he made up his own words. And we're talking back in, geez, what would, he's 86 years old now. So a long, long time ago. Extremely funny story. Really funny comedian. And, you know, a lot of it is, you know, some of that dry humor stuff, which is extremely amazing, you know, kind of like dad joke type stuff. You know, you just gotta, I don't know, definitely, you know, check him out. If you ever see him coming through or anything like that at town, definitely go check him out. Another one too, and I'm sitting here staring at the album that they commissioned me to do. 10 for 10. Definitely check them out. They are amazing. Love them. 2-piece band out of Casper here. I believe John, I think he said they got a show coming up. I think it's this month, next month. I can't remember. But anyway, just keep your eyes out for that. 10 for 10. Good. What'd you guys think of the NFL? The games this last week, and what a bunch of crap, huh? What a bunch of crap. Well, I guess if you're a Seahawks fan, then that's good. Or a Patriots fan. Speaking of sports and stuff, another podcast. I can't remember if I said it. Big Money Hustlers. My buddy Dave. He's holding it down over there. I hop on there from time to time. He's talking stocks. I'll hop on there and I'll talk our sports parlays, even though we don't really, I don't know. We're not throwing hundreds down. Dollar bets every now and again. Super fun. On FanDuel, won $300. Well, I guess I said that on the one. Super fun. This last week wasn't the best. We lost like $10 or whatever, but either or. Enough of the negativity. Speaking of football, here's another little fun fact. An NFL game contains only about 11 minutes of actual live gameplay, despite being over 3 hours long. I've actually heard that from some of my friends that have actually went and watched an NFL game. Cool stuff. Not really, I guess. I think it's just kind of a shame about the amount of money that you have to pay just to just to be on or not be on there, but go to the games. You got to pay the tickets. Also, I'm sure the beers are, pretty expensive, but crazy. Let's see, what else do I have on here? Oh, we're gonna end the show with those. I like those cool little Buddha teachings. I'll help you get through. Also, too, I've been thinking a lot. Shit gets hard sometimes. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm probably not the person to talk to, but talk to somebody. I'm joking. Reach out. You know what I mean? Life's really short. And yeah, just reach out. And okay. Ooh, I'm dragging this out. I'm not really dragging it out. I'm just trying to. Every time I look down, then I just keep thinking of the more stuff we got going here. Okay. So, Facebook page. Hopped on there the other day. Really fun. I do like asking questions on there. Also, I truly appreciate everybody that commented. So kind of I don't even know what came to mind when I thought about this. To be quite honest with you, I think I might have been. I don't think I went to the grocery. I don't remember. To be honest with you, what sparked this, but yeah. So, if you were not part of the Facebook page, if you walked into your local grocery store and a grown man was urinating in the aisle, what would you do? Me personally, I'd be like,
"What the f?"
But I don't know. I'd probably holler. There's lots of things. Maybe it was an emergency. Who knows? This was kind of a dumb question to ask, but there was lots of responses, so I'm going to go through them. I'm not going to say last names, just for like privacy purposes, I guess. But if you're on the Facebook page, you can obviously see. But anyway, Jason, shout out to him once again. He said he'd hit him with a newspaper and rub his nose in it. Love it. That's amazing. Love it. Dan, he says, yep, rub his nose in it and make him clean it up. And then he comes back and responds, funny thing, along that line, working at the store the other day, happened to pass an aisle and looked just as one of the young vendors bent over and put product down on the shelf. His pants fell down to his knees, bare ass shining. He just pulled them up and went on working. Thankfully, I don't consume his products.
What the f?
Funny stuff. Cletus Ray. My buddy uses all of his free will. Yeah. Bill, he comes in and says, call the cops. You could do that. You could do that. Another thing, too. Shoot, just thinking about it. Man, if he was doing that, you're gonna be a sex offender. That's a sex offense right there because you'd be exposing yourself. Never thought about that. Ryan comes in and he says, which aisle? Love that. It's amazing. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Is there any more on here? We'll go newest. Bam. Ooh, we do get a couple. Just one. Stacy. Oh, no, there is two. Stacy, she comes in, punt his ass into next week. MF would be pissing out of his mouth real quick. That's pretty funny. I like that. I just seen that response now. Or comment now. So thank you. Ooh. And then speaking of Forbidden Leaf, my boss, he comes in and he says, knock him out. Eric, knock him out and rub his nose in it. Love that. That is like the best response. Jed, kick his ass. F that, not okay. Yep, that is very true. That's another thing. You got kids there, and stuff. So obviously, just like talking about it, the exposing, weird. But anyway, that was the wonderful Facebook page question. I don't know what you'd call it. I truly appreciate everyone that commented on that. So now I got two stories that I was going to share. Ooh, something before that I thought was pretty interesting. So last week, volunteered for daughter's volleyball team at the event center, which was pretty interesting. We were doing it during the day, so obviously she was in school, so she wasn't there. But man, I don't know. Have any of y'all ever worked in concessions? I mean, it could be kind of stressful a little bit. It was pretty crazy. But anyway, so I just found out or figured out, I guess, or thought of the reason why. So, I mean, it's just like any concession stand. You go, you get your soda, your hot dog, whatever it is, but they didn't have the straws right where they were at. But you'd have to go clear to the other side, or, like right behind you, there was a table with all the condiments and stuff like that. But, I was thinking about it today, and it's like, oh, yeah, duh. So that way it just moves the line a lot long. Can't even talk. Moves the line along a lot faster. But, yeah. And then, the other thing I noticed that was pretty crazy, they were advertising on the billboard thing in the event center for child support. They were like advocating for it. Like, say, it was just something very strange. There was lots of very strange things that day. That was pretty good. Believe it. I mean, let me tell you. The other thing that was interesting, there was just one fellow that just kind of sat there by the door. He was getting paid, obviously. It was security, but I'm not really sure what he would do if anything, were to happen. He had one of those little kind of, you push it along. Like when you're walking, it's not like a walker, but it is. It's got wheels. You could sit on it if you wanted to. It's got like a little seat. You could sit in the seat. But no, he was sitting there, and I don't know. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way too. Just the way he was looking around. I mean, obviously the man's doing his job, but kind of strange with, I don't know, pedophile-ish. If you catch my drift, that's what I was kind of. It was just weird. If you were there, trust me, you'd be like, "Yep, you're right. I'm with you on that." But yeah, so that was strange time. It was a good time, raising money for the daughter's volleyball. So that's the important part. So okay. This is what we're going to do. What do you want to go with first? Do you want to go with the Wyoming story, or it's a disappearance? Or, well, maybe. Da, 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 da. It did not. No. Well, it looks like these stories got mixed up, which is extremely aggravating. But give me 1 second. Oh, I do want to apologize too. So I had the boy Jiggy was supposed to be on. Got up and yeah, it ended up not happening. It was, I don't know. He said his Wi-Fi went out. I don't know. I tried calling him a couple times. And yeah, so I don't really know. It was just kind of a bummer deal. Saturday morning, was up at 8. I mean, it was just pretty crazy. Not like I was hungover or anything, but it just really wasn't. I mean, I was ready, but I wasn't type thing, you know, and then just kind of sat and waited around. And yeah, we tried. But anyway, so here are these. This is your essentially, this is a real story. This is a Wyoming story. And 2015, a man named Randy Gage drove into northwestern Wyoming near the edge of Bridger Teton National Forest. He wasn't a tourist. He wasn't unprepared. He wasn't panicked. He parked his vehicle neatly, left his wallet behind, left his phone, left no note. Then he walked into the trees. Search and rescue mobilized fast. Wyoming doesn't mess around with missing persons in the backcountry. Helicopters, dog teams, ground crews. They didn't find anything. No tracks, no torn clothing, no campsite, no remains. Just miles of forest, wind, and elk trails that swallow evidence like it was never there. Here's what makes Wyoming different. In Wyoming, disappearing doesn't look dramatic. It looks intentional. The land is so vast, so empty, that one person choosing solitude can erase themselves without resistance. Locals said he'd been quiet, kept to himself. No known enemies, no financial crisis that screamed emergency. Just a man who seemed finished. The hard truth folks don't say on mic. Search leaders quietly admit this. If someone in Wyoming wants to be found, we'll find them. If they don't, the land will help them disappear. Predators scatter remains. Weather wipes tracks. Terrain hides everything. After weeks, the search was called, not because they gave up, but because they had nothing left to search. The uncomfortable question, did he die out there? Or did he do the most Wyoming thing possible? Walk away from everything and let the land close behind him. No border crossings, no fake IDs, no paper trail, just space. So yeah, never found him. That was 2015. Let's see, we're in 26, so 11 years ago. Crazy. It's, it happens. It's kind of scary. No, it's not kind of scary. That shit is scary. You know what I mean? But, yeah. Them national forests are pretty crazy stuff. So the other story that I came across, this one takes place in Japan. And I don't know, it's another one where you can believe it or not. It is totally up to you, just like everything else on here. Take it as you may. Ooh, I just remembered another shout out that I haven't done in a while. Shout out to Mobile On-Site Oil. Definitely get on down there for all your oil needs. I'm definitely going to have to do that here pretty soon myself. But, all right. So, the story in Japan. There's a word most people outside the country never hear. I'm going to try to do my best to say this, all right? Johatsu. It means evaporated. Every year, tens of thousands of people don't run away. They don't fake deaths. They don't leave notes. They just stop existing. No crime scene, no investigation, no alert system. One day they just go to work. The next day, their phone is off forever. Some leave because of debt, some because of shame, some because they failed socially, financially, emotionally. And in Japan, shame can feel heavier than death. Here's the part that sits weird. There are companies, quiet ones, that help people disappear. They're called night movers. They show up after midnight, load only what fits in a suitcase, cash only, no paper trail. New city, new job, under the table, new name. Legally, if you're an adult, you're not allowed to vanish. Families often don't search, not because they don't care, but because searching brings attention, and attention brings shame. So the silence stays. Years later, some Johatsu are found working convenience stores, construction factories, places where no one asks questions. Not hiding, just starting over without permission. The uncomfortable thought. Most of us think disappearing requires courage. But what if it only requires being tired enough? Not suicidal, not dramatic, just done. No goodbye, no explanation. Just peace through absence. Pretty interesting. I mean, let's be honest. What would it be like if he just vanished? I mean, that's the other thing, too. It's like, did they actually come and pick you up? Like, just in the middle of the night? Like, I don't know. It was just kind of interesting. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what? I don't know. I apologize. I feel stupid for even reading that shit now. Oh, man. Yeah, anyway, let's see. What else do I have on here? Maybe we can just get on with it. Get on, go to the next thing. I've been talking almost all day long. Let's see. This was interesting. Oh, the Orioles have scheduled, the Baltimore. So, baseball news for y'all that like baseball. Oh, speaking of baseball, obviously, don't you like how this stuff just kind of it works into itself? The Casper Spuds, they just released their season schedule. Head on over to their Facebook page. All you gotta do is just type in Captor. Talking too fast. My brain's anyway. Just type in Casper Spuds. Bam. It'll pop right up. And there will be the schedule. But anyway, the Baltimore Orioles have scheduled a Tupac bobblehead giveaway this season. Some people were kind of angry about it a little bit due to the fact that they don't realize why he was going to be on the bobblehead, I guess you could say. Well, not guess. That's what the fuck it is. Sorry. Trying to get this other thing loaded up too here. They're just mad because they don't understand what, the two have in common. If you don't know, he was born in Baltimore, Maryland, if I remember correctly, without Googling or anything like that. Feel free to fact check me if you would like. If you want to fact check me on any of this shit, go for it. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a rat's ass about a lot of things anymore. In a good way. Not in a destructive manner. Not in a destructive manner. Okay. So, once again, thank you, everyone. I am going to get off of here so that way I can get it out to y'all for tomorrow. Once again, truly appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to leave with a couple of these Buddhist teachings that I have saved. If you like them, heck yeah. If you don't, I don't really give a shit. Sounds good to me, so hopefully it sounds good to you. Obviously it does. That's why you keep listening and I keep talking into this Rodecaster mic. All right. Don't leave anything for later. Later the coffee gets cold. Later you lose interest. Later the day turns into night. Later people grow up. Later people grow old. Later life goes by. Later you regret not doing something when you had the chance. Because one day later becomes never. Choose now. That's right. Very good. I love that. I love that. I love that. Very great. Very great teaching. And this one, the most powerful weapon against stress, is our ability to choose one thought over another. Train your mind to see the good in everything. Positivity is a choice. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, let's see what this is. Okay, heck yeah. All right, well, like I said, once again, thank you so much for everyone that tuned in. Hopefully you learned something, you laughed. If not, well, hey, I apologize. Yeah, follow along, subscribe, share it with your friend. Everybody knows somebody that listens to podcasts. The shit's pretty ordinary nowadays. I mean, let's not beat around the bush. Do it for me like I would do it for you. That's it. I'm out of here. This is the one and only Three Wheel Bicycle Podcast. Beat provided by Josh and thank you once again. Share it up. Hug your friend, your neighbor. Pet your dog. Feed it. Give it good stuff. I forgot this one keeps going, but it's awesome. I'm just going to keep going with it too. Don't forget to check out Vanderheiden Design Artwork. If you need a hoodie or anything, message me on one of the pages. We'll get her all figured out. Also, check out the Facebook page, Vanderheiden Design with all love. The artwork and stuff. That's right. Also, let me know if you want to hear me talk about something. I gotcha. Have a great day. Have a great week. Be safe. Be proper. Don't be a douche. open the door. Say please, say thank you. Also, if you're struggling with something, reach out. I am still sober from alcohol. Not that anybody gives a shit, but I do. And no cigarettes. So kiss my ass. I'm out of here. I'm not. I was joking. Don't kiss my ass. That'd be gross. But thank you for listening.